Welcome aboard. It's Captain G, Axis and Allies and Zombies, turn 5. All right, during the Soviet turn, Stalin did a spoiler attack again into West Russia. They sent 12 infantry, 5 armor, and 3 air. They took out all the German infantry and artillery, lost all 12 of their infantry and 2 tanks, and then retreated. So the Germans had only 5 of their 7 tanks or 6 of their 8 tanks left. I don't remember exactly how many they had, but they did lose a couple tanks, and they were sitting there with a bunch of zombies. And then on the German turn, none of those zombies bit the tanks, so they didn't take any other losses. The Germans drew a card that allowed them to attack zombies with no response from the zombies for 1 round, and they used that to wipe out all the zombies in West Russia, and are once again poised with a large invasion force on the doorstep to Moscow. The other thing they did was reinforce France, preparing for the Allied invasion. The British did fly their air out of Russia down to their Mediterranean carrier force. The German force in Italy, they did reinforce it. So the British landed in southern Europe, just trying to poke holes in Fortress Europa from different angles. They also landed in northwest Europe. They did not send their 2 fighters because of the German anti-air, and as a result, they lost their 2 infantry and artillery in a very painfully slow multi-round amphibious assault, leaving them with only 2 British tanks to take the territory. But that was enough. The Americans reinforced with their fleet landing there and air in the territory. So they have a toehold. The British can reinforce with their troops in Great Britain. The Americans took a card opportunity to liberate zombies that had popped up in Ecuador to get the extra infantry, and they rolled and received a free plane, which they knew they could fly to Europe and use, so they wanted to take advantage. But the other problem on the other side of the world, the Japanese did invade the Hawaiian Islands, which was not unexpected. The Americans counterattacked with their subs, but all they did was damage the 2 battleships. So no other hits for the 5 subs, and they're gone. They've reinforced the West Coast. They have more land forces than the current Japanese force, but Japanese have more reinforcements in Japan. So we'll see. The Axis, with the taking of Hawaii, are 1 victory city away, so everything could pivot on Moscow. The Germans, I'm sure, are going to drive to the capital while they turtle here in Europe, so as not to lose any of those victory cities from the combined Allied forces. But we'll find out in turn 6. This has been Captain G, over and out.